Hi, everyone. All right, so this is the 8th week, which puts us at about the halfway point. It's also the last week that we have to do work before spring break. So, go ahead and get your work done this week, stay caught up, and then you get to enjoy your week off next week. As for me, I won't be enjoying my week off because I'll be trying to get caught up on the grading. I've graded some of your arguments. So far, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. So, I haven't graded everybody's arguments yet, though, but I'm still working on it. So if I haven't graded your argument, I'm getting to it. Um, but this week, what you're doing this week is you're going to learn how to use a resource called Galileo. There's an exercise that I have included here. So there's a reading assignment with a reading quiz. There is a discussion posting, and I'll talk more about discussions in a moment. And then there is the Galileo exercise. For the Galileo exercise, you're literally going to go into Galileo and you are going to learn how to use it properly. The reason is because Galileo gives you access to something called databases. And these databases have access to journals that are peer reviewed and that are much more credible than anything you can find on Google. So you don't want to rely on Google for your research because you don't know how good your sources are. Some of you who did the website analysis last week may have already noticed that. So learn how to use Galileo. Take your time on this quiz. There's no time limit. Do it right, because when you do your research paper after spring break ends, you're going to have to use Galileo. You're not going to be allowed to use Google to find your sources. So this week is the Galileo exercise. It is the quiz. It is the discussion. I do want to caution you, be sure to do the discussion this week. I noticed that some of you are still turning in discussions that were due 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I don't read those, and I don't give those grades. There's two reasons for that. One is because that's what motivates you to sign in every week and sign into the class and do the work, is that you do those discussions. So if you didn't do a discussion one week, I have no choice but to assume that you didn't sign in that week. The other reason is that students have a tendency to try to do all their discussions at the end of the semester. That's a recipe for failure. You're not going to be able to do well by trying to do 12 weeks worth of work in a single week. It just won't work. So do your discussion posting, and remember, initial posting due on Wednesday, 2 responses due by Sunday. No excuses. I'm not going to listen to them. So this week, the discussion, the reading and the quiz, and most importantly, that Galileo exercise.